Grace Berger got her licks back because she said, if I hadn't seen the video of the shank, these photos would have convinced me.
Nerves like hitting your opening tee shot here compared to what you normally do on the basketball court.
I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this.
Talks to little girls wearing jerseys. She smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac.
Green, Nelly Korda, getting ready. Bunch of different shots. There was an Annika Stormstam, obviously. Pink hat. There's that crowd shot. That is crazy.
Did you know? Caitlin Clark's first golf shot was so bad, it almost hit a spectator. But by the end of the day, she was matching shots with the pros. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Her Instagram post about the golf debut? It got 90,000 likes in just 2 hours. That's the Caitlin Clark effect for you. Want to see how she went from zero to hero on the golf course? Stick around. Picture this. Caitlin Clark, basketball superstar, steps onto the golf course.
The golf media is pumped about Caitlin Clark, as they should be. So many more new fans are going to be tuning in to golf.
Everyone's eyes are glued to her. The crowd's buzzing with excitement. Clark grabs her club, takes a deep breath, and you know what happens next? It's not pretty, folks. Let's talk about Clark's first swing. The ball goes wild, nearly taking out a fan. Clark's face turns as red as a tomato. But here's the thing. She doesn't give up. That's our girl. Clark takes another swing. This time, it's like magic. The ball soars through the air like it's got wings. Even the pros are picking their jaws up off the ground. You can almost hear their thoughts. Did she just do that? You won't believe what happens next. Clark starts hitting shots like she's been golfing her whole life. It's insane.
Participating in this LPGA Pro-Am is just going to bring so many more eyes because everything she does.
1 minute she's a basketball star, the next she's giving golf pros a run for their money. Talk about a quick learner. But wait, there's more. Remember Grace Berger, Clark's teammate? Turns out she's actually a golf champ, and she's got some words for Clark. Berger sees Clark's photos on Instagram and can't resist throwing a little shade.
Grace Berger got her licks back because she said, if I hadn't seen the video of the shank, these photos would have convinced me.
She writes, if I hadn't seen the video of the shank, these photos would have convinced me you could beat me.
Grace, you're a state champion golfer? Why did you hide that from me?
Ouch, that's some spicy trash talk right there. But Clark, she doesn't back down. No, sir. She fires back with her own trash talk. It's getting heated, folks.
She was on the team. They didn't play her, apparently.
Have you played with anyone on this team?
Honestly, I have not. I need to go. I know Lexi plays a little bit.
These two are going at it like it's the fourth quarter of a championship game. So, how did Caitlin's first swing really go? Did she embarrass herself? You bet she did. But that's not where the story ends. Not even close. Clark's nervous at first, admitting, I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this because I don't want to hit anybody.
Nerves like hitting your opening tee shot here compared to what you normally do on the basketball court.
I don't get nervous for basketball, but I got a little nervous for this.
But she powers through. That first swing, it's a doozy. Clark pulls her tee shot into the water, nearly taking out a spectator. It's a viral moment waiting to happen. But here's the kicker. Clark handles it like a champ. She laughs it off, turning a potential embarrassment into a charming moment.
Trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on this offseason?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger, that's what I'm focusing on.
That's the Clark effect for you. Clark's rocky start? That was just the beginning. You know how some people crumble under pressure? Well, Clark isn't most people. What she did next had even the pros scratching their heads. After that wild first shot, Clark didn't give up. No way. She kept swinging, and with each swing, she got better.
Talks to little girls wearing jerseys. She smiles to the crowd, and then here's the most important thing. She competes like a maniac.
It was like watching a superhero discover their powers right before our eyes. 1 minute, she's nearly taking out spectators. The next, she's hitting approach shots that'd make Tiger Woods proud. The crowd couldn't believe it. They went from ducking for cover to cheering like crazy. And Clark? She was loving every second of it. She wasn't just playing golf, she was putting on a show. Laughing, joking with the crowd, having the time of her life. That's the Caitlin Clark effect for you. You know what's even crazier? Clark started out shining some of the pros. Can you imagine?
I haven't seen enough from Grace Berger on the court to know what she brings to the Fever, but I like her attitude because she cooked Caitlin Clark. Green, Nelly Korda, getting ready. Bunch of different shots. There was an Annika Sorenstam, obviously. Pink hat. There's that crowd shot. That is crazy.
This basketball star, in her first ever golf tournament, giving seasoned golfers a run for their money. It was like something out of a movie. And get this, golf legend Annika Sorenstam was watching. You know what she said about Clark? She called her super mature and an older woman in a younger body.
During all of the social media, all of the outlets for attention, Caitlin Clark by far today is the most sought after popular star.
I think Caitlin Clark is doing the right thing, rising above all of the crap that she's had to endure. Caitlin Clark was worried about playing the game.
That's not just high praise. That's like getting a gold star from the teacher of the century. But here's the real kicker. As the day went on, Clark just kept getting better. It was like watching a real-life movie montage. Every swing, every putt, she was improving. By the end of the day, she was hitting solid approach shots and even sinking putts like a pro. And the fans? They were going wild. Over 1,000 people showed up just to watch Clark play. That's more than some pro tournaments get. On the third hole, the crowd gave her a standing ovation as she teed off.
Be huge. That's why they expanded the coverage around it. And that's why you see, some of the talking heads in the golf space.
Can you believe it? A standing ovation for a basketball player at a golf tournament. That's the kind of day it was. So what was Caitlin's best shot of the day? You won't believe it, but Caitlin Clark walked off that golf course a winner, no doubt about it. Sure, she might not have topped the leaderboard, but she won something way bigger. Respect.
I don't want to hit anybody, but honestly, I'm just trying to have fun.
Clark proved she's not just a one-trick pony, she's a true athlete, ready to take on any challenge. You know what's cool? Clark loved every second of it. She said, "It was so fun." Obviously, getting to see Sorenstam and Korda do what they do up front is like, people would pay for that. I gotta do it for free and have fun with them. That's the Caitlin Clark effect right there, turning pressure into pure joy. So what's next for this basketball superstar? Maybe she'll join the LPGA Tour, or maybe she'll stick to dominating on the court. One thing's for sure, whatever Caitlin Clark does, we'll all be watching. This girl's just getting started, and I can't wait to see what she does next.